Hey, how's it going, guys? We finally got some ArcheAge 2 gameplay slash cinematic footage, as well as some actual information from a very short little interview. It's in Korean, so I went ahead and watched it, took some notes. Let's look at the gameplay. Let's go over what they talked about. One of the first things they start out letting you know is they are developing this one for PC and console. That's exciting. It didn't very specifically say in the interview that it was cross-platform, but I imagine if they're going through the trouble of trying to do this, that it probably will be. Fingers crossed on that front. But either way, very cool to see PC and console, right? We got the God of War Ragnarok just came out, and I'm personally one of the people disappointed we only get it on the PS, systems, and I'm a PC player, so I'm gonna have to wait like however long, maybe like a year or two or some stuff before I can try the game. Very, very cool here. Not just like the original ArcheAge, it's gonna have the seamless open world kind of thing, again, maybe if you're more familiar with Black Desert Online, that it's gonna be like that, where there's no loading screens and such pretty much anywhere. Who knows, maybe there'll be a few instances, but the overall world is going to be a seamless open world. That's always nice also just for that little extra bit of immersion, right? It was one of the bummer in the older MMOs, and you have so much like a loading screen. Bit of a bummer. I do enjoy the seamless open worlds. They say it's going to be Unreal Engine 5. There's going to be a pretty big focus on action combat and the AAA level graphics. I'm wondering on the action combat, is it going to be a little bit more New World sided, or is it going to be a bit more Black Desert Online? Being from the studios and such that it is, I'm expecting some more Black Desert Online, super crazy, flashy, exciting action combat mixed in here. Sounds like it'd be a good time. One of the interesting points they mentioned is that the lore to the game is going to be very similar to ArcheAge 1, but the storyline will be handled differently. Instead of being a kind of more standard narrative MMO storyline, they say it's going to be much more personalized. So right away, I kind of imagine maybe a little bit more of a Final Fantasy XIV story experience versus your standard MMO story experience. And I'm personally not a fan of standard MMO experiences because every single person's having the same exact story, right? Every single person's the chosen one, etc. I think it's kind of lame. I usually literally don't care at all what the story and the lore is in an MMO because of this. So maybe this will make it a little bit more interesting for someone like me. For anyone who played the original ArcheAge, there was a very big emphasis on the trade system and doing those caravan runs and such. Those are obviously going to be back, but they do say they're making some significant improvements. Firstly, that they are going to implement the ability to do them solo, grouped, or in full-blown raids. This sounds pretty good here. They're kind of thinking about everyone being able to do this core feature part of the game. Also, they are planning to do significant improving of the housing system. This was another one of the massive things in ArcheAge that was so cool. You could have your little house and like your own plot of land, farming, and all that kind of stuff. It was really cool, and people essentially almost made kind of like little town areas. Me and my buddies would go in there, and we'd be PvPing everybody like through the whole town area where everyone had made their houses and their farming plots and stuff. It was pretty cool. But now they say they're going to add the ability for people to even create their actual own towns, like for real official towns with their guild members. You can live in towns with your friends. Sounds pretty cool, right? It maybe just a little bit more official thing of what people naturally sort of did in the first ArcheAge, where everyone just kind of would like make houses in certain areas, and that almost kind of became, like a little town area, but it wasn't really a town, right? There wasn't like, I don't know, like extra town NPCs and such in there. We'll have to see how this part evolves. It sounds interesting to me though. Now I'm going to get to some of my concerns. In the interview, and he specifically talked about things from the old game that were like not done as well and could have been improved on, and they didn't mention the labor system. Is the labor system coming back, dude? Is the stupid, shitty labor system points coming back? Well, we don't know. Really hope not. That's going to be my big concern here, right? Is like, will they repeat the ultimate mistakes that really led to the downfall of ArcheAge, which was the terrible labor system and, an atrocious amount of pay to win. The game was like completely ruined by that. This is looking like a pretty direct competitor to what Ashes of Creation is making, except with the Ashes of Creation, they're coming out straight away and talking to us about the monetization plan and stuff. And for me, that's really important, right? ArcheAge 2, I'm going to try it either way, but I'm going to keep my like hype and excitement a little bit bottled up because I've already experienced what they did the last one. So to me, getting super excited and rushing back in, it would sort of be like getting back with an ex that you knew was a gold digger, and you got back with her just because she looks better now, right? Because that's what they're doing. Unreal Engine 5, a little bit more action combat-y stuff, but overall it sounds like it's going to be ArcheAge with better graphics and some, a little bit more exciting action combat, right? So it's like a hotter girl, but you already know she's a gold digger. She just wants your wallet. What are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? I'm personally really loving, like, my game right now has 0 pay to win, Ashes of Creation that's promised in the future, 0 pay to win. We'll have to see how it all goes. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Thank you very much for watching, and a massive thank you to the YouTube members and the patrons that support my channel. Really appreciate you guys. Catch y'all in the next one.